Right guys, we're back for another Alan Wake 2 gameplay commentary, and tonight we're going into the station and we're going to discuss the goings on of tonight. Sorry about
I'm
Jacko.
sorry about your brother, Ilmo.
Jaco was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
Time to come clean about the
I
cult.
realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the cult of the tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect Water in Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have.
Maybe he's not as evil as we thought after all. How long has the cult been operating?
How long has the cult been around for?
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just a name did half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night. Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing. Not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
What kind of cult calls themselves a cult?
Scratch is Wake's double. He tricked us. He almost got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window. How could we get this so wrong?
Textbook boondoggle.
You said it, Anderson.
Boondoggle?
It's a shit show. So what's the plan?
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake. So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
About reality
The horror
changing.
story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
I can't lose my family to this
The whole
thing.
thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her. I know I am.
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. Had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
Holy shit. Got any useful intel for
So
me?
tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's a key to the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks. Go team.
Awkwardly stand around her while I try to
One
get the
more
key.
thing, the lake house. I didn't give you all the details earlier, but now that you're part of the team, I can really let loose. Misery loves company.
The lake house. What happened at the
What
lake
happened
house?
at the lake house?
What's this? You are about to begin the lake house expansion. Do you want to continue? Not yet. No, we ain't doing that until we finish the real story. The true story. The never-ending story. Quick save, boys. So she's just given me the key to... Is it in here? No. Here. Must be the key for this. Right, it's gotta be this. Here we go. What's this gonna reveal?
The
Some
lake
crazy
is a
stuff,
gateway to the
probably.
dark place.
We already know that, I think.
What the
I think we
hell
know
is
that,
a
right?
para-utilitarian?
I asked the same thing last episode. Let's check the case board. So, we've got this here about Wake attacked. Scratch or Wake? Who could it be? What does it say here then? Casey said the thing that attacked Casey had Wake's face. There was never any Wake. It was Scratch the entire time. Casey thinks Wake is Scratch and always has been. Certainly possible. Like last episode I said, can we trust Wake? And I don't know anymore. Can we trust him? Scratch wanted the same thing as Wake the Clicker. Scratch wanted the same thing as Wake the Clicker. Their goals were the same. Could mean Scratch and Wake are one and the same, or just a coincidence? Wake has been contacting me from the dark place. Where is Wake? I assume something strange was happening with time, but what if it's simpler than that? Right, what else have we got? Cult of the Tree, Yakko and Ilmo. He's never heard of Scratch. Where would that go? Cult working for or with someone. Right. Let's see what this says. Doesn't seem like the cult has any connection to Scratch. The cult found Wake's pages inside taken and believed he was the cause. Why do they want to kill Wake? What does it say? I can't exactly fault their logic here. So we completed that section. Ilmo, the cult of the tree targeted people already corrupted by the dark presence. Their goal was to protect the community. Cult goal. What does it say? There's a complete section. Cult of the tree kills taken to protect Bright Falls and Waterer. No way. The cult's intentions were good, even if they weren't seeing the full picture. Do you have anything else? There's one more thing on here. Ritual was meant to destroy Taken, not create them. Here. Cult ritual, what is it? So Nightingale was taken from the start. The cult couldn't finish the job because they were interrupted. Wow, that big fat guy Nightingale was taken from the start. What? FBC file on the clicker and the paranatural qualities. The clicker.
The clicker amplifies any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art. Makes them permanent.
What else have we got? The FBC brought powerful light arrays to subdue Taken. Light and the dark presence.
The dark presence is vulnerable against bright light. At
Sure
least
is.
that makes sense.
Well, the one thing that does make sense. Got one more thing here. I don't know if we can use it for later. Right. Let's go, guys. What's this?
The cult didn't trust Wake.
More information.
Or is it Scratch? Wake isn't the first person the Dark Presence disguised itself as.
Wake isn't the first person the Dark Presence disguised itself as. Right, what do we need to do now? Come up with a new plan? Come up with a new plan? I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Come up with a new plan. Let's see if we've got any more profile. Here we go, on the profiling, this is it. Profiling about Scratch. Let's see this.
Scratch was pretending to be Wake. Manipulating me. What does he want from me? No! I'm in control here. It's my mind place. He's powerful. Too powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker.
Saga is so powerful that Scratch can't touch her. Casey's condition?
I can tell something is wrong. What's happening to Casey?
I'm a goner. Swell. A shadow crawling under my skin. In my head. Call my ex. Tell her I'm sorry. Terminal case, Casey.
Something is wrong with him. He's hurt worse than he says. He's scared.
Oh no, not Casey. We love you, buddy. Killing Taken.
Elmo said the cult kills Taken. Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang Yako. We are going hunting. Cult of the Tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Elmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken. We're on the same side.
There's no way we're on the same side as the cult. I don't believe it. Nightingale came back.
If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time. Wrong place. Time to go, Yako. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual.
They interrupted the ritual, and that's why I became a Taken. Wait, who interrupted the ritual? Someone phoned me and it distracted me from what they were saying. God damn it! Trapped in the dark place. Wake.
It seemed Wake escaped the dark place.
We need to save him.
Is it possible he's still there?
He is.
The big apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Wake is still trapped in the dark place. Maybe he always was.
Oh my god. Can you imagine? Right, what have we got then? Have we got anything else we can add to the case board? We've got a few more things here. Wake's trapped in the dark place. Yep, he sure is. Wake or Scratch? No, where's Wake?
Wake is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps.
How to rescue Wake. What does that say there? Definitely there now. Foul on Cauldron Lake, threshold to another reality. Where does that go? How to rescue Wake. Wake's in the dark place and Cauldron Lake is a threshold to it. Dark presence assumes the form of Barbara Jagger. Barbara Jagger?
That's not right.
Where'd that go? Wake or Scratch? I don't know why that. Oh, because it's Scratch. Right, because
I need to
Scratch.
know what information I can still trust.
Scratch pretends to be Barbara. Right, is that what it's saying? So this is the first time the Dark Presence has stolen someone's form. Right, what else have we got? File on capabilities of light switch object, the clicker. The clicker, is it useful? Still? According to the file, Wake has used the clicker to change reality before. He sure has. We did it several times. Nightingale was already taken. Cult's ritual would have stopped him, but was interrupted. Yep. Nightingale, only victim to become a monster. Why? Cult ritual failed to destroy Nightingale because the Bookers interrupted it. Who are the Bookers? I do not know. That presence feeds on the artists and the art they produce. Holy shit. That presence. It's not just writing, music, painting, film, photography. Any artistic expression can feed it. Can you imagine? So sinister. Right, so we've done all that. We can talk to these now about more things. Let's talk to Casey. Turns out the cult was fighting Taken.
So the Cult of the Tree actually kills Taken. They were on our side, even if their methods are misguided and criminal.
It looked right from where we were standing. Nothing's what it seems in this case. Too many stories contradicting each other. Too many versions of the truth.
You really forgot everything?
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then Logan, well, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case, if you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough.
This is bullshit, Casey. You're falling for it. The story is changing your memories.
The story is changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced. We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to change the story.
I can't wait to put this case
We have
behind
a lot of
us.
catching up to do after this thing is all over. Everything is different now. My family, me, the whole fucking world.
I'll buy the coffee, Anderson. Partners to the end. This case is one for the books.
I see what you did there.
Nice. Pun. What happened at the lake house? No, that's the DLC. Know anything about the clicker?
Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Yeah, the light switch is a paranatural item, maybe even an object of power. We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010. It definitely has power.
Why do her eyes look
I
so
can come up with a
stunned?
plan. I always do.
Right, we're gonna come up with a plan right now. Surely, come on, we've got it. This one. David and I took a break and I moved to Watery with Logan. That's what Casey's just said. Life in Watery.
I never
Completed.
did any of these things. It's like some bad soap opera version of my life.
This is not my life. Leave me alone. Identify the clicker as a paranatural item that they believed has power. Yep. Where does this go? Clicker, is it useful?
The clicker can fix this, but I can't use it without Wake. Tor knows about this stuff. Maybe he can help.
We've got to find Tor now, I think. Where do we find Tor? Let's see, what does the goal say now? Come up with a new plan still. Is there anything more on the profiling? Oh, here we go, Tor. Tor might be able to tell me something through with telepathy, maybe. Trusting Wake.
Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your piece. Wake up and smell the danger. We told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying.
Right. Tor always knows the way, mate. Tor figures everything out.
Wake is still in the dark place. How do I get him out?
We live and breathe rock and roll. From the silence of screams, from the fever of dreams. The clicker can amp up other works of art, not just Tom's writing. Anything created with passion. The dark power of the lake will make it creep into reality. But if the holder of the clicker believes in the art, they can make it all come true in the flick of a switch.
I can use the clicker without Wake. Only Wake's writing can change the horror story. But I can use the clicker to change something else. Like getting Wake out of the dark place.
Now we're on to something, you know. Now we're really on to something, you know. Right, what's this say? The clicker can be used by anyone so long as the holder believes in the power of the art's message. How to rescue Wake.
I will use the clicker to change reality and bring Wake back at Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem.
Right. What does this say? We'll try using the clicker at Cauldron Lake to pull Wake out of the dark place.
I've got it now. I just need to tell the others what to do and fix everything. For good.
Right. Let's go. What happened at the lake? No, I keep reading that. I keep reading that every time, and that's the bloody DLC. I've got a
So we need
plan.
Wake to fix the
Come
story,
on,
right?
man.
That hasn't changed. So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place, under the lake. I think we can use the clicker to get him out. But first, we need a work of art. Something other than his story. And that'll get him here.
I'm not filling out the paperwork for this one. I wouldn't know where to start. But I'm sold.
Okay. Look, this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling, there's no turning back. You sure you have it all figured out?
This is the beginning of the end game. To travel to Cauldron Lake, you need to save the game first. Exploring and traveling to other areas will be limited if you choose to continue. Right, hang on. Let's just
Not just yet.
wait a second.
Give me a moment.
Okay, Anderson. You let me know when you're ready.
Right, guys, we've got to the bottom of what we need to do in this episode, but I don't want this episode to be too long, so I'm going to cut it short now, and we'll do the end game in the next episode. We'll do it all in one episode, I think, next episode. So that's something to look forward to. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and adios.